Have complete team coverage of the Hurricane Matthew with Derick Waller reporting live from Florida, as well Tara Blake is standing by tracking the powerful storm. This is what we know so far. At least 16 people are dead. That number is expected to grow indeed. The storm hit the Caribbean area as a Category 4. In that region, thousands of people literally lost everything. Right now, Red Cross workers from Northeast Ohio are headed to southeastern states to help. They left from Cleveland and Canton this morning. News 5's Derick Waller is on the ground in Jupiter, Florida, right there in the path of the hurricane. Here is Derick. What can you tell us, Derick?
Excuse me, Leon, we are about a mile inland from the Atlantic coast, and right behind me, this is where there is a mandatory evacuation. Some people are heeding those warnings and leaving. Others are choosing to hunker down. Boarding up and getting out. This family in Tequesta, an island just north of West Palm Beach, is listening to the warnings. Mandatory evacuations are now in place for trailer parks, low-lying areas, and barrier islands.
We're last minute evacuating.
This woman says work kept her from making preps earlier.
This is our first time having mandatory evacuations, and I teach in the county, and we had school yesterday. I have 3 children who are in school, and I felt that I didn't want to call in and let down my students, and I don't know, it's just frustrating because now I feel like we're in a bind and now panic is setting in.
Earlier, a gas shortage led to lines like this, people rushing to fill up their cars and generators.
I drove up and down. There's no stations that are open, west of here. And as I was driving down the road, we spotted the tanker and just, okay, this looks like it makes sense.
And while the evacuations are being called mandatory, police are not able to force anyone out. That includes Lauren Duvall, who says she's staying put.
Hurricane shutters, all of our windows are impact resistant. We have food, water, batteries. What else do we have? We've got everything we need.
Toilet paper towels.
And right now, I can tell you that emergency officials here are urging people basically to make their final plans now and stay put. They don't want people getting on the road and thinking that at the last minute they can try and get out of town, because they say right now it's simply too late. There's too much traffic. They don't want anyone stuck outside when this storm hits later tonight. It is strengthening to Category 4. The last time we checked, winds of 140 miles an hour. For the latest, we're going to go to Tara Blake right now in the Power 5 Weather Center.
An extremely dangerous storm. And Derick, we hope that you are staying very safe in Florida. Take a look at this massive storm. Again, a Category 4 moving off to the northwest at 14 miles per hour, likely to be impacting the Florida coast, even though it's already getting started really Friday night. As this track continues off to the northwest and then kind of shifting off to the east, you can see as a Category 4 near Melbourne, Fellsmere, Merritt Island, Daytona Beach, Hastings, even towards Jacksonville before kicking farther east, dumping the potential of 10 to 16 inches of rainfall and extreme winds. So my worry for those residents that decided to stay is if they get stuck inside of their house with so much water surrounding them. So checking on those friends and family, we all have them there to make sure they're safe during Matthew, as this is an extremely dangerous storm. Well,